Hello friends, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel here, and if you're new, here on my channel we do a lot of scrapbooking, a lot of happy mail, paper crafting, traveler's notebooks, all the things, all the paper crafting and craft room kind of things. I have a sequin mix shop, I have a sequin mix subscription, I have a Patreon, YouTube channel, Instagram, all the things, and today I'm doing a fun special little video. We are nearing I guess we're in the middle of the second half of my 30 days of videos that I'm doing on YouTube and Patreon. And today's video, I am sharing all of the layouts I did during my 30 days of scrapbooking reels on Instagram. I also posted a lot of them on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok. But basically what I did for 30 days is every day for 30 days, I did either a scrapbook layout or project life spread. And so today I thought I'd share all of the layouts I made and then share with you what I used up. I made a little pile here. The goal of those 30 days of crafting was to get a lot of projects done and also use up a lot of my stash. And actually since then, I kind of went through my stash and I've given a lot of my stuff away that I just didn't end up using. Because if I'm not going to use it during that month that I did so much crafting, then when am I going to use it? So, also, there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yes, there was a lot of other crafting I did in these 30 days for YouTube videos, Patreon videos, design team videos, all that kind of stuff. So I was crafting way more than this, but this was more of a personal project that I shared through reels on Instagram. So if you want to see those, they're just quick, like 20 to 30 seconds of how I put together these layouts and spreads. So it was kind of more of a personal project rather than sharing on YouTube and Patreon and all the things. So I did way more than one a day. And yeah, so I just wanted to quickly talk about like my feelings on how it went, if I would do it again. I would say yes, if I were feeling really behind, I would do it again, but probably only like once a year because I felt very burnt out from it near the end. I felt like my creativity was kind of lacking a little bit as I went, but it was great to use things up. I'm going to show you at the end of the video what I used up. But for now, I'm going to cut this intro here because I already have been talking enough and we're going to go through these pages. Now, I will say I sticky note, like tabbed all of the pages that I did, and now they're starting to fall off. So hopefully they're all still tabbed. I don't know. But let's get into it. So I won't, because there's so many layouts and we have my empties to get through as well, I won't go through everything in detail. I do have my album flip through videos over on Patreon if you want to see those. So I'll just kind of quickly skim over things, talk about what I used. And these are not in the order that I made them. Okay. All right. So these photos are from the summer of 2021. So you can see I'm like trying to catch up. And you can also see that like stickers are already starting to fall off. So have to be really good with reinforcing things. But this is some cut aparts from Jen Hadfield and a lot of Paige Evans. I'm going to take my tabs off after I do one, so they don't stay on there forever, although I don't think they will because these tabs are falling off really fast. I literally just stuck them all on. This was one of my first ones, I think. In the beginning, I tried to use up a lot of Simple Stories products because I had a lot of them, and then these stickers, I think these are like Jen Hadfield or something. I just had a random sticker sheet that I was trying to use up. Next one, this was my very first layout and very first project. Again, using a lot of Simple Stories in the beginning. Here we have Pink Fresh Studio. I was trying to use up this collection as well because it's so pretty. This is a sequin mix from my shop, but I really love this collection and it was really fun to play with. So you'll see that throughout these as well. And you're welcome to screenshot anything you would like if you want to scrap lift anything. Okay, here again we have this shaker from my shop just on the other side, and using a lot of random things. We have, actually this is mostly Vicky Boot and Print Shop, so that's what that is, and you'll be able to see the ebbs and flows of like my creativity. We have this layout here which was really fun. This was that Pink Fresh Studio collection again. I think this was the first time I had used it in this project and I just love all the florals, so I knew I had to use all of those. Here we have this using Felicity Jane products. If you watched the 30 days of reels, I had gotten an order of Felicity Jane stuff that was on their clearance sale because they no longer are selling new like physical products. And so I was really excited to use a lot of their products in this project. Over here we have more simple stories and using up all of those papers. Here we had some like Maggie Holmes crepe paper stuff. Whenever I find photos of me in my garden, I have to use these, even though these are raspberries, I have to use the strawberries and all the garden things because I have so much of that garden party collection and a lot of other collections that have fruits in it. So anytime that I can find photos that go along with fruits and things, I have to use them. And I don't know if you remember these clear stickers. I wanted to try and use these because they're like mix matched letters. I don't know. I thought it turned out pretty cute. I think this might have been a part of it and I didn't get a sticky note on it, but this is the print shop collection and this is a mix from my shop. I think maybe no, this one was a design team. I know that. Okay, continue. Okay, we have one here. You can see these letters again are already starting to fall off. So that's an interesting observation. That's why we like to use things up as fast as we can because they'll lose their sticky. So I got to reapply those. I tried to use up a lot of scraps here. So you can see I made some papers, like some cards using scrap papers, and then also cut out some hearts. And yeah, just tried to use things up best I could. Over here we have more Felicity Jane products. You can see there's so many photos of Remy. We just got her that summer, so that's why there's so many photos of her. I think this was one of my first layouts using Felicity Jane products, and I love this layout. I love how it turned out. I love when there's like little bannery things like this. I think the colors are really pretty. I'm really happy with how that turned out. We have that Pink Fresh Studio collection again, which was so fun to play with. I love all the layouts with this collection. I think I still have this one. Because I did do a big destash and big declutter on my Patreon and gave a bunch of stuff to them. And so I think I kept this one because I really liked it. Here we have more Felicity Jane and love the colors. Kind of goes with my little romper here that I was wearing. The colors kind of flow, which I really like. I think this one had a sticky on it. Maybe not, but I thought it did. Like these sticky tabs are not staying very well. But using up some citrus twist things. If not, then, you know, I'm showing it to you as a bonus, but I'm pretty sure it was. So love the florals here at the bottom, some citrus twist products and cards and things. And then this one was using up some crepe paper products and using up like these numbers, and I just think it's so cute. I don't usually do a lot of journaling, so that was kind of fun to do some journaling here. Oh yeah, here are some extra tabs that have fallen off. This I used the Heidi Swapp Sun Chaser collection, and I thought these petals were perfect for that because she was sitting in the sun. Ever since we got her, she always loves to sit in the sun. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's a good collection for that. Over here we have a Project Life spread and using up some Jen Hadfield products. We have a Sun Chaser collection in these photos and using up some random Project Life cards. And then over here we have Maggie Holmes products, using up random things and scraps. And I avoided doing sewing on these pages because the point of it was to try and make it quick and easy and get projects done. So you can see that a lot of the borders are just with marker or pen and not sewing. Skipping over a few here, we have using up some Paige Evans products. And again, using up those scraps like you saw in those Project Life spreads a little bit back. Oh, these ones I really love. So this one, I was again trying to use up those scraps. Actually here, I did do sewing on this one. I think this is the only one I did sewing on. But I had these little scallops that I thought would look really cute. So this is Andy and I on our anniversary. And I love the colors, the pinks and the purples. And then this is at my cousin's wedding. And this is using the Felicity Jane products. Love how that turned out. Again, more wedding things, and this was using Cocoa Vanilla Studio. Over here, we have a lot of kayaking photos, so I use that Jen Hadfield Live and Let Love, or whatever it's called, that collection. So I used a lot of that in here. And what else? We're almost getting to the end here, and then I'll show you my empties and what I used up. This is using that beautiful Cocoa Vanilla Studio collection. Love that collection. I think I used almost every single piece in that collection, except for the paper. I didn't finish the paper, but definitely love that collection. Here we have Vicky Boutin Print Shop. Love using this collection. Loved it more than I thought I would. I felt it was very usable. I've been creating a lot of layouts with the collection. I love the big title, and I just think this came together really well. And we have one more in this album and then one in another album, but this is using, again, that Cocoa Vanilla Studio collection, and love these cards. I think they're gorgeous and the colors are so pretty. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna grab the other album and we'll continue. All right, layout number 30, project number 30 is this one using Vicky Boutin Print Shop collection. And oh my goodness, I had so much fun with this collection. Yeah, I really did. And I don't usually use pattern paper background, but I think this looks really cool. I love how it came out. And yeah, just a fun collection overall. I never really thought I was like that style. Like I lean towards more like Maggie Holmes. But I'm loving it. Like you can see, I've made lots of layouts with that collection. Okay, so now let's move on to what I used up. And as I said before, I used up way more in that month, but I'm just showing you what I used with those 30 with those 30 projects. So I did use up more. I actually did an empties video. Cheryl and I every quarter do an empties video here on YouTube, and so I did post that one a couple weeks ago, or like a week or two ago, showing what I used up in the first quarter of 2023, and it was a record quarter for me. I used up so much stuff, and I'm sure that's a lot thanks to this project. But yeah, so let's get into it. So this is a sequin mix that I used up. I think it's one of my own sequin mixes, but you know, it still counts. This is, oh, I used this up. Okay, this is the Sun Chaser from Heidi Swap, the ephemera. I didn't realize I used up so much of that collection. Oh, it was such a good collection. We have, like I said, I used up so much of the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Storyteller collection. I don't think I said it was Storyteller, but it was the Cocoa Vanilla collection. So these are the pocket cards. I don't own a lot of Project Life cards, so these like collections that have the pocket cards are great because I don't have a lot. So it was really easy for me to use that up. And then we have also, oh yeah, the floral ephemera in that collection. We have, oh, these are from like Maggie Holmes or Crepe Paper, Magical Forest. And so it was those strawberries that I had left that I showed you. Whenever I have garden photos, I always like to use those strawberries and gardeny things because they're sometimes hard to use up. So got to use up that puffy sticker sheet. And then these were some handmade embellishments, I believe, by my friend Laurel. I mentioned it in my reels, but I had this sitting on my desk, and I still do, with just random bits and embellishments, things I've been gifted, things that just don't necessarily have a collection. And I have that sitting on my desk so that it's handy and that I'll use it and like remember to use it. And this was in that, and I got to use up those handmade embellishments. I believe they're from Laurel. And then these are some Jen Hadfield floral stickers. I used up Maggie Holmes Willow Lane paper pad, 6x8 paper pad. You would have seen in the Project Life spread that I showed that I made some cards out of scraps, and then there were a couple layouts that I was talking about, the scallops right there, that I used in a couple layouts like that, where I got to use scraps. This, I have been trying for years to use up all of these Maggie Holmes sticker sheets that I have, and I did use up one, which was great, and I've used up more in the past, but now that I've had them for probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and now I'm just giving them away to my Patreon pals, whoever wants them, because if I'm not going to use them now, I'm tired of them sitting in my stash. Oh yes, I talked about how I used up some Simple Stories things. So these were the foam stickers from Good Stuff. So I used up those, good for titles and things. We have some Paige Evans sticker sheets that I used up, which is great. I only had a few items left on these, so that felt really great to use those up. And then the Simple Stories sticker sheet from Good Stuff collection. I mentioned that in the beginning of the 30 days, I used a lot of Simple Stories collections, and so I really tried to focus on using some of these sheets up, especially these big 12 by 12 sticker sheets that sit in your stash. I really wanted to make good use of them, and like I love the border strip, I love the word stickers, and they have lots of like hearts and smaller pieces that are very usable, so that made it really nice to use those all up. And yeah, so let's see, how many things did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's almost like kind of like every other day I used up an item, which is great. That was the point. Use up my stash, get things documented. So I feel really good about that. I'm really glad I did this challenge. I'd love to know if you've ever done a challenge like this before, or if you want to do, maybe we could do it like together as a group. Maybe later on this year or next year. I did this in the beginning of February, which I found to be nice because like Halloween and Christmas time are filled with so much documenting, like December daily, or if you do October daily or Thankful 30 or whatever it is, it's daily. So that's really overwhelming. And then in January, some people feel like myself can feel really burnt out from crafting every single day and not having that creative mojo. So I took January a little bit slower, and then February I went into this challenge. So maybe next February we'll have to do this challenge together, or maybe do 28 days in February or something like that to make it a little bit more manageable. But let me know. Maybe that would be something fun we could do, and you could share it every single day. I did reels every day, which again I shared to TikTok and YouTube Shorts. But you obviously don't have to do that, but it was much easier than filming a full YouTube video every day, because that takes a lot of time, but I'm doing that right now on my 30 days of videos. So anyway, I kind of wanted to make them different, my 30 days of videos on YouTube and Patreon versus my reels, because my reels, like these were more, this project was more of a personal project than like sharing it out on YouTube. It was to like, I had intentions of getting a lot of projects done. Anyway, I'm rambling now, but this was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it. I would probably only do it once a year because it's a lot of work, but it was a nice catch up. And again, I used up so much stuff, so I feel really great about that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you thought of this challenge, what you think of the projects I did. Like I said, my mojo kind of ebbed and flowed throughout the whole thing, but I'm glad I did it, and hopefully maybe we'll all do it together next year. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll talk real soon. Bye!